Hahumar Rabbanon learned the Isser Hanoah B'chol HaTorah Kula from the Korban Chatos that was puzzle, where it says Lo Yochel B'Eish Yisarif. The Gemara asks, that's not an extra pasuk, because we need B'Kodesh B'Eish Yisarif to teach you that all kachim have to be burnt in the Beis HaMikdash when they're puzzle, and we need the lav of Lo Yochel for it itself to tell you that you get malchus if you eat that meat. So because of that, the Gemara tried Noiser. Noiser also says Lo Yochel B'Eish Yisarif. The Gemara said Noiser, we need to teach us that there is a lav for all psula mikdashim. Anytime something from hekesh is puzzle, there's a lav to eat it. So Noiser we can't use either. So the Gemara tried using the pasuk that discusses basar that's tumah you can't eat, and that's where the Gemara brought a right from, because it says B'Eish Yisarif, it says Lo Yochel. We know anyway you get malchus for eating basar that's tamei, because we know it from a kal v'chomer from meiser and from a hekesh to meiser. So therefore the lo yochel is extra, and the Gemara believes that the lo yochel by basar that became tamei is the mekar l'chol HaTorah kula that the achil is asher bano. Maybe it's to teach you that there's an extra lav for eating basar that's tamei, just like you find by insects you are over multiple lavin. So the Gemara says we don't like saying multiple lavin. We'd rather darshan it for an Isser Hanoah. If you have no other Isser, you have nothing else to darshan Lo Yochel for, then we would have to say it's to tell us an extra lav. The Gemara drills down a little bit into the pasuk that talks about basar that became tamei. It says in the pasuk, "V'habasar sheyiga b'chol tamei Lo Yochel." So the Gemara asks, why does it say v'habasar? So the Gemara says that's to tell us that even etim and levina, if they became tamei, there's an Isser to have enough from them. And then at the end of the pasuk it says v'habasar kol Torah yochel basar. The v'habasar at the Seifa is teaching us that even if you ate a murin or had enough from a murin that were tamei, you also have a lav. It's not just for basar. Then Rabbi Yochanan says that all of these written in the Torah where it says lo yochel, you're only over if you eat it kederech achilason. So eating raw chaylev will not be chayiv. The Gemara said a lashon that maybe even Isser Hanoah is only over kederech hanason. So fat, if you would use it, you'd have to use it as fuel or to smear hide. But if you put it on your makkah, that's shaloi kederech hanason, you would not be over. The Gemara wanted to suggest maybe the fact that by arla, the juices of other peiros other than wine and oil, maybe that's why you don't get malchus for that. The Gemara says no, those juices are zeya ba'alma, it's not even called having enough on the peri. Shemin and yain are special. The Torah teaches us that they're considered mashkin, and they're considered the essence of the peri, and therefore there's an isser to have enough from yain and shemin of arla. The Gemara then says from Abaye that kalayim, since there's no lashon of loisoichel by kalayim, it just says pentiktus as a malaya. There is Isser Hanoah on kalayim, even shaloi kederech hanason. The Gemara then was talking about the makar of the Isser Achila and Hanoah for basar b'cholav. So the Gemara says basar b'cholav, we know it's asher b'achila because there's a hekesh of kodesh. It says kodesh by basar b'cholav, it says kodesh by treifa, and by treifa we know there's an Isser Achila. How do we know there's Isser Hanoah? The Gemara says a kal v'chomer from arla. Madach arla, that you didn't do an aver to get to arla. It just naturally, when the first 3 years it's arla, nevertheless it's asher b'hanoah. Basar b'cholav, which you did in the Isser that made it in the basar b'cholav, surely there should be an Isser Hanoah. The Gemara said that we can't bring a kal v'chomer from arla because arla never had a shasa kosher. Maybe that's why it's asher b'hanoah. Basar b'cholav had a shasa kosher. So the Gemara said klaim yichichu because klaim had a shasa kosher and still asher b'hanoah. In fact, the Gemara, if you hold that klaim is chayiv even shaloi kederech hanason, well then how could you bring a right to basar b'cholav which is only asher kederech hanason? So Abaye says maybe basar b'cholav is also asher shaloi kederech hanason because there is no lashon achila by basar b'cholav. We learned it out of treifa, and by treifa it says a loisoichel. Abaye says maybe that's why the Torah didn't write loisoichel by basar b'cholav itself. Rather it relied on the hekesh to treifa, because the Torah wanted to indicate to us that basar b'cholav will be asher even shaloi kederech hanason.